Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Stop Click here at Roll to Play Texas.
Roll to Play Texas.
Roll to Play in Coppell, Texas.
There you go, you did it.
This is the one show where we answer hard-hitting questions like, does Howard the Duck really need another click?
Yes. Unequivocally, yes.
It's up to you guys.
Howard the Duck plus man thing was a great click, but for the points,
the
not that
first
great.
Howard the Duck was 43 points and had leadership.
I don't know what he's rolling on, but he's gonna. Somebody is
Well,
going
he
to
had
be
like
inspired.
the 23-point medics and that whole
Yeah,
shit.
back
Anyways,
in the day.
Yeah. So we just got done doing our Avengers Age of Ultron events.
Month one.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We saw Black Panther pulled.
Yes.
We saw Quasar pulled. But what we didn't see pulled was a chase. And there's 2 booster packs left.
Yes, included in next week's.
Yes, and we have one next week. We're capping it at 10 players, of course, again. It's $25, 2 booster packs, sealed events. You get 400 points this time.
400 points, yep.
Yes, 400 points to build a team with. It's going to be awesome. And here it is at Roll to Play in Coppell, Texas.
Yes.
If you have any questions, just call the number, check the website, Facebook, WizKids Event System. We're on it all. We cover it all. Anyway,
Sandy Lake and Denton Tap Road. There you go.
yes, there you go. Right across the street from Jersey Mike's and Smashburger.
Which is also excellent.
Yes, pretty good stuff.
Anyway,
Plugs are done with. Let's keep going.
we paid some bills today. There we go.
Yes, exactly. Today's episode is going to be kind of a discussion about a few things. The first and foremost is we have a Texas native that just won Worlds.
We're super proud of him. I actually got the pleasure of playing him at our OC event that was here. Really nice guy. All of Team Ragnarok always brings their A game,
Yes.
and we're excited to see one of them take it home.
Paris Gordon, congratulations.
Yay! Woo.
It was an awesome victory. I know you ran, Felix Faust which we're going to be discussing.
Yeah.
In this episode, Felix Faust with the Entity, which
Yes.
gave him the prob.
Yeah.
You had Spiral, which already had prob, with
Yeah.
Parallax, so
Yeah.
she became a beat stick.
Yeah.
And then you had the Phoenix Force on him.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I'll be honest, it's kind of a clever team. I really expected more kind of batteries, that kind of thing, but I think a lot of the meta kind of shifted when we saw green batteries show up so much, which were limiting free action.
Yes.
And a lot of, super scrolls not super good when he can only pick his powers and then never use any of them. So a lot of things fall out of the meta when you have to worry about certain pieces, which is why I really thought the batteries were a big thing. I mean, we saw Gluttony Dupe was a huge thing at Gen Con. Was it Gen Con?
I think so.
And that was a very interesting team. Nothing can be dealt more than 1 damage, and it was a very solid, brutal team. But this obviously brings something to the game that is kind of interesting, and it's basically the land of no with Felix Faust.
Yes.
Felix Faust, as part of some of his dials, you know them better than I do.
Yeah.
But some of the roles can
So
say
basically, here's what happens. He has a D20 roll,
Yep.
similar to Resurrection Man
Yeah.
and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Now, when this D20 roll hits a special power on the attack, defense, it has a special power for every combat value.
Yeah.
When it hits attacks, I think they can't make attacks.
Yes.
When it hits movement, they can't move. When it hits defense, they can't clear their action tokens, and when it hits damage powers, they can only be given free actions.
That's ridiculous.
Now,
That's ridiculous.
the issue with it is you have 3 chances to roll that dice.
Well,
'cause you got-
with the team setup, yes.
yeah, he had 2 probs, one on Felix Faust and one on Spiral.
Yeah.
So he was going to lock you down no matter what you were doing.
He was going to get a roll that was at least satisfactory to stop
Not to
you.
mention, Faust had Perplex on his top dial.
There you go.
Spiral had Pulse Wave on his top dial.
Swinging around.
And the entities powered him up even more.
Yeah,
Them
and of course you
contestants,
have the
so
Phoenix-
You can't outwit them.
Phoenix
Oh,
Force.
and they were all Phoenix Force, so
So-
they all had defensive powers as well as poison.
Yeah, and Mystics.
Yeah, and Mystics.
There you
And
go.
Mystics. So it was you couldn't greed or gluttony against it because they would take the Mystics if they hit you, right?
Yeah.
So
Something like
gluttony, yeah, because gluttony doesn't ignore Mystics.
No.
When he hits, he'll take a damage.
He'll take the damage. It's
So
unavoidable.
it doesn't matter at that point. It's
Yeah.
Mystics for Mystics.
Yeah. Very interesting team. Like I said, something I guarantee would not have come up with myself. I said obviously their strategy meetings are pretty interesting.
I distinctly remember talking about how much I did not appreciate having Felix Faust in the WizKids convention exclusive. I was
Yeah,
like, really?
he's a neat piece. He's a neat piece.
Yeah, I just there's no.
Doctor Strange too. I mean.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I didn't care for him. I was more about the Spider Ham.
Yeah.
But that dude.
Yeah,
that
it was a flop.
kind
It
of
was a
cut,
flop.
Yeah.
It sucks. Anyway,
Well, this brings us to our next topic, talking actually about Felix Faust.
Yeah.
This dude is broken beyond any reasoning. I can already tell you he's going to get errated.
You think he's gonna get ready?
That D20 roll, I
No.
can guarantee you the only thing they're going to add to it is
cannot be rerolled.
can't be real.
And then all of a sudden he's fixed. We're not breaking anything.
yeah, you
We're
can't,
being fair
you can't
about it.
problem. I mean, 18 defense, 11 penetrating psychic blast, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and that's nasty enough as it is.
Yeah.
You know, and you add that D20. That's just,
So now that it's won Worlds, we're obviously going to see its price spike up. That's just kind of a... Everybody's going to bring it to the local store, so prepare yourselves for the Felix Faust invasion.
yeah.
I can already imagine what his price is going to be before all this settles out. But
And they're not free actions. That's the worst part
Yeah,
about it.
it is what
It's
it is.
beyond any kind of other meta that I've seen.
yeah,
Because you can't battery it.
yeah,
You can't do nothing to it.
yeah. It's one of those things that's kind of its own little sub rule set.
Yeah, you're at the mercy of Felix Faust at this point. Like,
What he says you can't do, you definitely can't do. So
yeah, and it's just disgusting. Like it's awesome. I'm still not interested in him.
yeah, well,
I'm waiting on him to get errated and fixed.
and then all of a sudden his price
then
will
the
drop.
price will drop. Yeah, I mean, if I had one, I'd probably sell him at this point.
There you go.
Hey, the guy that won Worlds
Yeah.
won it with this
This
specific,
specific piece.
specific one. He doesn't
Not
know. He
that.
doesn't-
That's
no,
not Felix
no,
Faust.
No, this is Felix Faust. Can you see the cloak?
There you go.
No, but like I would sell. I wouldn't keep it. I'm not
Yeah.
big on those cheesy teams, the
Yeah.
die roll teams. Now, what do you think of the dice rolling mechanic? You know,
The dice rolling mechanic. I mean, when we saw it
just on any character.
when we saw it on Impossible Man and we saw it on Resurrection Man, I don't think it was broken.
No.
They were fairly fair about it. It's a 1 in 20. Yeah, it's hard to get anything specific out of it, but they bring some powerful effects, some not so powerful effects, and it was fairly balanced.
Here's the deal: WizKids up until this point did a really good job
Yeah.
at keeping their convention exclusives out of tournaments.
Well, that might be the exception until you got right. Until you got
Yeah,
right. But
but
yeah.
out of all their convention exclusives, you didn't see much. Maybe some Trinity of Sin,
yeah.
but it did not rock the worlds, pun intended,
Pun intended.
as much as this Felix Faust did.
Yeah. Which was really strange because I actually, after looking at him, I thought Doctor Strange was a better piece in my mind. Now, maybe it's because I was looking at the powers I liked versus the powers I didn't care about.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I really didn't process how it plays. And once again, I love to see it played. Most of my learning how broken things are is watching them play. That's how I learned
Well, think about
how
this way.
bad zombies were
Like-
until I saw I was destroyed by zombies. I'm like, those are way better
You
than I thought they
can't
were.
whatever Felix Faust doesn't want you to do, you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
playing their
yeah,
game.
you're
at
playing
that
their
point.
game,
You're not
no?
playing a game anymore. You're playing their game. You know,
Yeah,
that's imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I can try and get a hold of Felix Faust, and I'll play you with it.
No, I don't. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Other than that, we got other awesome news. As of today, which is Sunday the 7th, I think they're posting the rotation
So for tomorrow, yeah. So sets are rotating. Exciting times. Modern is changing, just like we do.
So
So
we don't know what exactly is being rotated out, but we do have some good guesses.
we have some pretty good ideas now. I think now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Invincible Iron Man or Amazing Spider-Man first? I don't remember.
Invincible Iron Man came after Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, so I'm guessing that on the Marvel side, everything before Invincible Iron Man. I think Invincible Iron Man's in for one more
Yeah.
year, and I think Amazing Spider-Man backwards has gone. Which
And you know what this means?
Brother Voodoo goes
gone.
away. Brother Voodoo will be going away. I can almost guarantee.
Yes, and
Uh,
that's gonna change a lot of people's teams at this point.
Yeah, well, especially if if ROC goes back to no.
And I think Brother Voodoo was probably the last of. It's weird because you had a generation of characters that were low points and big utilities. You had
Yeah.
Enchantress
Yeah.
from the New 52. You had Scarlet
Witch
Witch
from Chaos War, Fast Forces.
What else did you have?
Brother Voodoo.
Yeah. And I think Brother Voodoo was the last one of that era of kind of playing that meta.
Yeah, he really was one of the most solid pieces ever printed. Free actions, anything is ridiculous. I
free
said
action mind control.
and with plus one attack,
Plus
and
one
then plus,
attack.
and then plus one attack the character that got mind controlled, and
18 super senses.
18 super senses prob. Yeah, let's have a party. Free action smoke cloud.
Yeah,
next
free
to
action,
you,
smoke cloud,
and
poison.
Really, really, really good piece
For 79 points?
He's
You
a prime.
kidding?
He's a prime.
Yeah.
But obviously one of the biggest primes in the last few years. I can't even think of any prime that's seen as much play as that.
No, I can't. The only prime I can think might contend with it was Silver Centurion.
Silver Centurion did see quite a bit of meta play for a while.
As far as being seen in meta play.
Yeah,
One-on-one, I'm not entirely sure
Yeah.
who would win. Because Silver Centurion does have the top click shape change.
Shape change. We pretty decent. But anyway, so Brother Voodoo most likely would be rotating if we had a
Now,
place
what
for-
else is going to be missed? Like, what other big pieces from Marvel do you think are going to be?
From the Marvel side, I mean, we have the entirety of AVX. So I mean, the biggest piece out of AVX in my mind is Phantom X, which is funny that he's a rare.
Oh, Wolverine and the X-Men.
Sorry, Wolverine the X-Men. Sorry,
Wolverine and the
my bad.
X-Men.
Right,
Yeah.
and not AVX.
Yeah, Phantom X is Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That sucks.
Probably the biggest piece that I saw out of that was Phantom X. I mean, Phantom X was something kind of unusual. Spiral?
Yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men.
There you go. And then we have the... he's got tuning forks on his hands. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Weapon X?
No, not Weapon X.
X.
Is it next?
No, Shatterstar.
Shatterstar.
Yeah, he's the one that could carry people.
Yeah, all the way across the map.
Shatterstar is going to be gone.
Magic will be gone.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that rotates a lot of team bases, too, if you'll think about it. Like
well, at the same time, ever since Zombies came out, the team bases were basically rotated.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, what Marvel team bases were there that...
you had X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold... Yeah. Obviously, we're not going to see too many of those anymore. We didn't really see any since
ever since they
errata.
Yep.
So we didn't really see too many of those. Now on the DC side,
we're
keeping Slosh for sure.
Teen Titans and back is what I'm predicting.
I think Teen
Titans came right around the time of ASM. Remember when you first got into it?
Yeah, I remember. But I actually because there's Teen Titans and there's Batman. I think Teen Titans is going, and I think Batman is staying. If that's the right order, I don't. Whichever one was first. One of those two is not rotating. Yeah. I thought it was Teen Titans, then Batman. If that's the case, I think
whichever came out first out of those two is going to be gone.
Yeah, we at least we suspect so.
Yeah.
Now on that side, I really can't.
I think Batman came first. I'm pretty sure Batman came first.
Okay, well then it probably would be Batman, but I really can't think of what all would be rotating.
Justice League team base.
Justice League. I didn't really see much meta play.
There was a big DC one.
I'm trying to think of all the primes and stuff in there. I'm not really my brain.
Yeah, none of the primes from DC.
Yeah, really got a lot of play. Yeah. But obviously, it would be sad to see some of that stuff go. At least for modern. Now, even if it didn't really see modern play, I mean, still modern playable. Bat Cycle. Oh, I completely forgot about Bat Cycle.
Bat Cycle goes away.
Is Bat Cycle? Yeah, Bat Cycle. Yeah,
he's
right.
Streets of Gotham.
Is he Streets of Gotham? Okay,
and
well, that's definitely getting rotated. Yeah. Where that Bat Cycle is going away for sure. Which is that's really really old.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I mean,
I can't think of
not that many. Not that many, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I mean, War of Light's definitely staying. That's one of the brand newest things, so we're not really going to see too much.
So how do you think the meta is going to change? You think it's going to be... it seems like they're gearing more towards bigger pieces. So teams that don't consist of many characters is what I'm seeing.
I think 3 is usually about the number you see. And especially with entities in play and resources, you're not going to see more than 3 teams.
Damn entities.
Well, it happens. But, who knows really what they might do. I mean, once again, WizKids has surprised everybody multiple times. Obviously, the last rotation included the 10th anniversary, or did not.
Oh no, yeah. They're talking about rotating the 10th anniversary for this one.
Yeah,
75th for Batman for DC and the 10th for Marvel.
I don't really remember. All that stuff should be rotating by now.
So no more Phoenix,
and no more Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, which I love Dark Phoenix, but man, she was such a good piece for 100 points.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're going to lose some resources here.
Utility belts.
Well, yeah, has already been gone, right? Was already gone? I think it was already gone.
Yeah.
I don't think we're losing Power Plant.
No, Power Plant.
We're definitely losing Book of Skull, thank God.
Fear Itself?
Fear Itself was going for sure. Fear Itself was before all the other stuff. Fear Itself.
Oh yeah, it was. It was before AHC.
Yeah, so
it's been that long.
No more Book of Skull, which a few people will be relieved. Now there's still some
no split lip.
No split lip. No everything that goes with the Book of Skull. Greed can no longer take that hammer into play. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Greed getting a free relic, always taking that stupid hammer from the Book of Skull was always not fun. We never really liked that one.
All right, so if you could keep any one piece from.
See, the thing is, I love Brother Voodoo, but I'm glad to see him go. I would say of the pieces I like to play, Brother Voodoo's one of them. Yeah. But I'm not really sad to see him go. He really affected the meta a little too much to really be, to really make me feel bad that he's going away.
The biggest regret that I have, and I have it to this day, was not playing my Mysterio team.
Not playing your Mysterio team.
I spent, when ASM came
out, remember you
I traded for at least 10 Mysterios.
10 Mysterios.
And I wanted so bad, I never did it. And they just sat there, collected dust, so I traded them off. Now I don't have them. Yep. And now any kind of modern team, I can't goof off and play my Mysterio team, which sucks. Phantom X is probably going to be the biggest one of them.
Yeah.
I've never played him in any tournament setting. I've only played him in casual.
But he's always been amazing.
Yeah, I've always got cussed at and, threatened.
Yeah, threatened verbally and physically.
Yeah. I mean, Centurious, Phantom X, Destiny,
Bill, throw Bill in there.
Yeah, Bill. I'm sorry. Actually, one thing I actually do need to bring up, and it's hard for me. I got to swallow my pride on this one. I have to apologize.
Why?
Age of Ultron, after playing it today, was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And there were a lot of figures that I pulled that I really, really liked. First off, I got the super rare that I wanted, which was Black Panther.
Yeah, everyone wants Black Panther.
Ultron 5. This dude.
Yeah, he was your breadwinner.
And Hank Pym, dude.
Yeah, Hank,
running shot, pulse wave.
Even though he's only doing it for 2, all you need sometimes.
Yeah, outwit and prob. Are you kidding me? And then he had enhancement. Like, it was awesome. I'm in love with this set.
Yeah.
I really hope I do not get any more Test 1s, though.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Test 1 is the biggest piece of garbage at 150 points.
Yeah.
He's got no Indom. He's kind of a damaged sponge. He's got no Indom for 150 points. He's kind of a damaged sponge. He's got terrible range.
He ignores walls for movement.
He knows. Yes, he goes right through walls, which is I cannot stress how badly I hated having Test 1 in the booster. It was very disappointing. But anyway, trying to we don't need any more of those. Hopefully,
yeah. Please don't. No more Test 1s.
But obviously, lots of different versions of Ultron. All of them kind of bring.
I really like the Ultron.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm taking back everything I said about Ultron. I like the Ultrons.
You like the Ultrons.
I'm gonna build a team around Ultrons.
There you go.
Like an Ultron team.
One last thing, I want to go back to the rotation.
Yeah.
Do we finally think we're gonna see con exclusives rotate? Because so far, no con exclusives.
I've heard rumors of some con exclusives already being rotated out.
I have not seen anything.
But there were only rumors. I don't think they're going to rotate con exclusives, mostly because, like I said before, WizKids did really good at keeping them out of the meta scene.
Yeah.
When they errated Batmite, you didn't see him anymore.
Yeah.
When they are going to errata Felix Bosch, you won't see him anymore.
Yeah. So maybe not.
So I think WizKids has done a good job of keeping them fun.
Yeah.
You know. With the rotation out, I think the new powerhouse resource is going to be the Roundtable.
Roundtable. Yeah, Roundtable's finally hit, obviously, this month. I don't know if we actually saw a whole bunch of it at Worlds. I actually haven't really checked up on Worlds.
I don't think we did.
The more I've seen it
mostly
play,
because people have the cards, but they don't have the characters.
Yeah, I think actually that's actually a big problem right now. This is easily one of the biggest time constraints on making a powerhouse team with the Roundtable.
Because you got to collect.
You got to collect all these cards and then the
you
figures that go with them, and then all the figures you can play that can go on your sideline. I mean, how many different versions of Hawkeye can you find?
Yeah.
Or,
Which is not
Goliath. Yeah.
Which is not the Age of Ultron gravity feed.
No, it's not.
You can't use that with your ID card.
No,
sorry, buddy.
No
real name.
No real name, which is strange. Maybe you'll get it right.
I want to run a 400-point team and real name with Avengers Prime.
There you
go. That's all I want to do.
That's all you want to do.
I want to run the Avengers at 400 points.
We have to have a 400 point team.
I'm going to run a 400-point figure.
Yeah, you have a 400-point figure to bring him in, and then you can't run the random
now,
as well.
Do uniques count? Like silver rings?
Silver rings what?
Like if I have an Avengers Prime, can I call ID an Avengers Prime?
I don't think you can, but I don't know the rules on that one. Anyway,
we'll figure it out.
Anyway. But anyway, so that kind of wraps up tonight's show.
Sadly, John Keys isn't with us. He had some business to take care of.
Yeah.
Is he dead again? No, he's not dead this time. Sorry. Charles, our producer, is out visiting recovering from Akon.
Recovering,
sorry.
There you go.
My brain died for a second. Akon, for those of you that were at Akon, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys stopped at the Roll to Play booth. Yeah. Picked up some sweet merch because we were the only board game shop there.
There you go.
Hopefully next year we may be able to get some HeroClix going.
There you go.
I'm going to be talking about that, and I want everybody, if you want to go to Akon and get some HeroClix going, let me know. We'll get a petition going. We'll sign it. We'll start a riot.
Yeah.
Flip some cars.
Tables.
Set fires everywhere.
Small fires. Ones that can be easily contained.
Yeah. Anyway.
Are we really going to let him just go with unironically saying the words sweet merch together and walk away from it?
Yeah. Sweet swag. Is that better?
Anyway.
Go take care of some boxes.
As always, I am Matt Jackson.
And I am Rockin' Raven.
Thank you for watching the Stop Click.